thumbnails from here up. Hopefully somebody will post the link in there. What a crazy day. And the thumbnail is literally from my forehead up. Yay! Live chat. Oh, okay. From my end, it looks like you can see me from like here up. So, all right. I don't know what you just said, Colleen. Deep breath. This has been an interesting day. JC, yay! Y'all can see my mess up there. You can hear me. The link is in. Thank you, Sylvia. I appreciate that. Okay, so there we are. I got my YouTube lipstick on. Esmeralda is doing her own thing as always. And I'm here. Yay, I made it to a live. I would pre-record it and then I thought, I didn't really like that because it was so short. Seemed like everybody just got started talking last week and didn't continue talking after I wanted to. Hi, Colleen. How are you today? And Sylvia is here. Important stuff up front. Sylvia, 785. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome, Sylvia. I'm thrilled. And Colleen is over 1,060. 1,000, it's like just snowballs. Colleen's like, wow, look how fast it's moving. And I'm like, yeah. So she still hasn't hit her watch time yet, but she's working on it. Oh, Sylvia, no need for thanks. Yay, Lynn, welcome back. So I got to make an 800 video for Sylvia. And I just need to go ahead and make 1,000 video for Sylvia because we know she's going to be there in like a minute, right? And she just finished that animal applique quilt that is so cute. I'm just like, yay. Yes, welcome back. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. I apologize. I don't know what's up with that on YouTube Live. It worked when I recorded a video yesterday, so I'm not quite sure what it's doing now. But then that's a good thing. Hello, Crystal. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you came by to say hi. Yeah. I was actually rewatching a chat the other day and I saw your name and I was like, I haven't seen you. I'm glad you came by. News from the quilting world. I saw that I'm going in for an outpatient surgery today. They are Mom of Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. And they are, I guess, looking to see if they can find the blockage. Tracy W. Hello, there you are. Craft a Simple Life. So I saw that news earlier. I haven't been back to Facebook to look and see if there were any results or if that, led them to anything else, maybe 3 or something to get that taken care of for. And I did see, and I watched the video that Tiffany, she lost her son over the weekend. And I wanted to make sure to know that we're praying for Tiffany. I'm praying for Tiffany, my husband. There are no words or how young is in the video I saw. And yeah, I would be too. I can't even imagine the pain. Tiffany, if you see this, we are all the same as with Mom and Pop. If you want to do something to help, please go. He's already uploaded videos. She might not be back for a few weeks. Yeah, there are no words. There are no words at all. She said she might not be back for a few weeks, so go rewatch her videos and pass your way. Really sad for Tiffany too. When I first saw that she wasn't going to be on Sunday, I was afraid that something had happened like that, and I was afraid it was I'm sorry that that's what it turned out to be. I'm really sorry about that. Hello, Shirley. How are you today? No, we were having issues with sound beforehand, so I just went live directly from my phone, and I thought it was working okay. Is it still giving people fits? In and out, maybe me moving my head too much. Oh, you're having issues too, Tracy? I'm sorry. Um, I'm not sure what to do about it. Let me see. I'm on the good internet, so I know that hubby's on conference calls in there. He's been on them most of the day, still working. You were loading, but you're sharing your internet against your will. That stinks. That definitely stinks. So, that's the tragic news for Tiffany, and it probably is country internet. The voice stopping now and then is why I don't normally do lives on my phone. It's my country internet to understand mostly. All right, so here's what I'm work block. So what I've done is I went ahead and cut all my pieces out. And this block comes with let's see if I can get this up here so you guys can see. There is, whoops, I don't want you falling. There's a 4-inch center. It's got a 4-inch, then it has flying geese. Sorry, Shirley. I don't know how to make it do any better than it's doing. I thought I did. Yeah, that's why that's messed up. It has geese in it. It has half square triangles. And you guys all know how to do flying geese. You guys all know how to do half square triangles. The center of this block is a 4-inch square that gets turned on its side. And then we're going to create a square and a square with it. And I wanted to use that Tweety Bird fabric. You know what I'm talking about? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew, and because we're on the other computer or on the phone, I'm going to have to do it off camera. Internet does stink sometimes, Lynn. That's, like I said, that's why I always, but the recorded video just wasn't, I don't know. I was disappointed in it because it seemed like, just like arbitrarily cut off, which it did. And I felt like, everybody was wanting to. What I'm doing is I'm sewing on. Hello, Math Geek. How are you today? I almost called you by your name. And that's not cool. So I'm going to go ahead and sew on the opposite sides of this. And then finger little Tweety Bird parts. Tweety Bird and Sylvester don't really with the other stuff I've been putting in these blocks. But they're so cute, I wanted to use them. So there's my first two sides right there. And then I'm going to put the other two sides on at the top and the bottom. I don't have that pink hand. Oh, well, I'm glad you can join us today. How's work going? How are you doing? And I'm still waiting on my cotton cuts for Saturday. I've been invited to join the Zoom on Stephanie's, and I'd love to. But if I don't have my cotton cuts, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it. I'm hoping it comes in today because I would really like to have a minute to look at it before I start trying to sew it. They're actually, so far, they've been pretty easy. I think it's the first two. We're on clue 3, right, Lori? Sherlock Sews is doing it also. And I put my 1/4-inch foot on my baby lock for today. Actually, I put it on yesterday. I was scrap sewing. Ah, I see that it's messing up again. Have a great day, Crystal. I appreciate you coming. You guys can't see it. My scrap quilt is over there, and it's about half the size of a twin size quilt so far. And that's just from like one round of that scrap box. All right, now this goes in here and it gets turned so that when you join your flying geese, they go on the straight sides that are created by the outer triangles. And I will show you guys the block as soon as I have it done. This one's pretty thick because I did some pre-sewing. I cut, but I haven't sewn that one yet. I was thinking that if the internet cooperated with us today, that we might sew the second one very well. It cost us for fabric, so it's about $90. Yikes. Or whatever, 60. One and a half to two times what the dollar is right now. You would think with it supposedly being a scrappy quilt. Bad. I've got leftover strips of the jelly roll that I paid like $14 for. I got it off Amazon when it was on sale. So half of the jelly roll maybe, and then scraps. And then I'm going to use a sheet for the backing. So I've got half a jelly roll and then whatever it cost me for the batting to go in it. So that's not terrible. Hello, Louise. How are you today, Colleen? She cut herself with her rotary cutter. At least she didn't do it on camera. Is one of my biggest fears is that I myself on camera. I think it's a rite of passage, and I have cut myself lightly on camera before, but I think it's a rite of passage for YouTubers. You know, cutting yourself with a rotary cutter, doing it on camera. Sewing the block in wrong, I've done that more than once. Lynn with her eagle eyes would catch is nice. Let's see. What else is a rite of passage for a YouTuber, Colleen? Having trolls. I don't know. You can ask a favor, Loin. We shall see if we can accommodate it. You were about to say trolls. Yeah. I think every YouTuber gets them. See what Loin's favor is. Yeah, I think everybody's done trolls. Everybody's had technical glitches, obviously. Look at mine today. I'm trying to be careful with my 1/4 inch seam so that I don't lose my points. I might still lose them, but we're trying not to. Yeah, you just got here, Louie, and we've already talked about Tiffany's son. It's a tragedy. I can't. I are in as much, well, probably not as much as Tiffany, but totally in shock. Well, and we've already talked about, what you can do to help her, which at this point, I mean, unless you're going to make the direct donation to the family, is basically watch her YouTube channel. Watch the videos she already has out. Yeah. We're definitely sending our love to Tiffany on this. And I did see that quite a few people had already sent super chats, but I don't know how effective. Yeah. I don't know how effective super chats are. They take a while to arrive, and YouTube takes a significant percentage of them. So if you're going to donate, maybe I believe Tiffany has said that she has other options, Zelle and Venmo. So go look on her about page and see what she has listed there. Or maybe it's the Facebook page. I don't know. I'm just know that super chats take a while to arrive. And if you want her to have the money to help with immediate expenses, there may be faster ways. I'm not knocking super chats by any means. I'm just letting you know because I don't think you get super chats until you get your monthly YouTube check. And since I don't get one yet, I don't know when that would be. I'm just saying, look at her YouTube page and see what it says, or her Facebook. And I don't think anyone's doing any fundraisers. The commentary I saw was, donate directly. That was posted by Becca. Already almost done with our block. Or probably because I some of it. Right. Right. You do that, and I haven't, because I haven't made a check yet. YouTube takes a lot of they take a lot of it. Because it still shows my AdSense, it's coming whenever I get to the minimum that you get a check for, which is the last time I looked, it said it was $100, and I'm not to $100 made yet. Not far, but still a little ways from it. You don't get a check until you make $100 on YouTube, between YouTube and AdSense. And I don't know how it works after. You don't get a check until you've made $100, or if you get paid $100 and then you get paid whatever you make after that. I was not that knowledgeable about it. That's why I wanted Colleen over 1,000, because she can interpret all that stuff for me. Yeah, YouTube does take a big chunk of it. Yeah, I have a PayPal link, the Buy Me a Coffee PayPal link. Jane did. I don't know if that's an actual program. There is a lot of sad news out there right now, Lynn. Yes, there is, for everybody. I just can't even imagine. My granny had 10 kids and buried 5 of them, 4 of them. My mother, when my mother was passing, My granny told me, she said, "It's not any easier just because they're older. It really isn't." But, when they haven't when it's like they're all potential, it makes it even harder, I think. So here is my little blocky. I'm trying to be, um, I didn't put a different color Sylvester. I put it because I felt like the me in there just didn't have the same effect, because it would cover that blue, and I didn't really feel like you could see it. Would just be really busy. Thank you, Math Geek. I appreciate that. Well, I sewed part of it as we chatted. I had the 4 half square triangles done and 2 of the so because I wasn't sure what it was going to do. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do both of them because I have enough, but I really kind of wanted to incorporate that into the blocks. So I put the blue that's in my other quilt block in here. I've been taking some of those scrap blocks. Oh, no, you can't see it. Inside some, uh, what is it called? Sasha quilt. I'm highly distractible too, Tracy. It's like, oh yeah, ooh, pretty bird. Oh, fabric. Fabric's the one. I start looking at fabric and I'm just like, ooh, let me go over here. I'm bad with Lori Holt. Lori Holt fabric just kills me because I always love the colors. I like the way she designs. So, but that's the mosaic block. And this one was simpler than the other two. There was a Kansas Troubles block and a Jacob's Ladder block before that. And I just went, I am not mentally capable of this right now. So I will sit down and see if I can figure one or the other of those out and maybe do that for next Thursday. And I work better for Thursday than doing the pre-record. Yeah, Lynn, I am going to put all my random blocks into a quilt. So I'm not sure yet if I'm putting like all of the Quilt Builder card deck blocks into one quilt or if I'm going to mix everything up and just do a hodgepodge. I like both kinds of planned out quilts, and I like quilts that have like samplers, like sampler quilts, where you put all kinds of different blocks in there. But I am trying to make 2 of every block so that if I do decide to put all of the Quilt Builder blocks into one, then I have enough of them to make a decent 20 older. There is a mosquito in here. That is what was biting me. Die, mosquito, die. So, yeah, I didn't get it. I'm still looking for where did it go. There it is. It's on a pin cushion. And that random pin cushion in my head, that round one with the yarn. Video on that when I sit down to do it. Um, Luane, do you have ink tints pencils or anything like that? Watercolor pencils? No, no, no. Luane. He's in my chat. Sorry, honey. If you're gonna make a quilt for a kid, I would probably give them like the washable markers. Um, yeah, but you could use fabric markers, although the only fabric markers I've seen that are actual fabric markers are usually either black or red. If you were coloring Minnie and Mickey, but you might need yellow for Goofy or Pluto or whoever. Um, yeah, you a fabric medium added. I don't know why I didn't think of that, Tracy. She can go ahead and smack me now because I've made several Lisa Capin's quilts where you paint the blocks and you can paint them before you put them in the quilt or but if you put the paint on after it's gonna go into like your batting and stuff. Yeah, and fabric medium. I don't have it close by. I did have it sitting over here earlier because I was using it. Yeah, you can get acrylic paints really cheap at Walmart. They're like 50 cents or $1 a bottle. And fabric medium usually is a little bit more than that, maybe $4, but you only need a little drop of fabric medium to cover a bunch of fabric. Um, I think I put in less than a quarter ounce of paint for most of my stuff. Yeah, I put in less than a quarter ounce of paint for most of them. Then I mixed, I think it was 2 paint to 1 fabric medium for what I painted. Now, I haven't washed mine a whole lot. A quilt would probably get washed more, but I did let everything dry and then I ironed it after it was dry and it stayed pretty well. Permanent markers may stay put. Um, Tracy, was it you that used permanent marker on a label on a quilt? Or Colleen? Somebody did. Yeah, I used probably an ounce of medium out of the whole bottle I bought. I bought the smallest bottle they had, and I've still got a bunch of it. As a matter of fact, turned upside down in a drawer and sealed really tight, just like I do my bottles of acrylic paint to make sure that they don't get air in them and dry out. Yeah, I saw the stone when you started it, Tracy. If you ever decide to put up a video, I started and I went into Walmart and bought 10 or 12 colors at one time. And I've since found out that the tubes of paint last longer than the tubes of paint are more expensive. Have you washed the quilts a lot too, Tracy? And was talking about it recently. Oh, they're both there. Okay. I was like, where did my gloves go? Yesterday or the day before? Well, the day before was worse. Yesterday was not great. I was wearing my gloves to do my videos. And I got a comment from somebody about me trying to look like a biker chick sewing. And I was like, oh, if you only knew. I wish that was what I was doing with the gloves on. Oh, okay. There you go, Luann. That's awesome. I did see that Dawn did put up a video about her slug trail quilt into. Um, and she put up a video asking for help. And it looked like it was all dry and would flake off. And she said in some place, I don't know why my nose is itching. Um, but she said where the slug apparently stopped and hung out for a bit, he discolored the fabric. So I don't know. The whole point of that quilt is that from far away, it looks like everything's kind of it's going to um, just add into the ambiance of the quilt. So she's going to have to make that decision, I guess. And then hopefully we'll get to see what she does because I'm just loving it. I want to make the quilt, but I'm not loving the fact that the snail discolored her fabric. If it was just, like she was showing brush, I don't like it when Sylvia doesn't feel good. She put, well, she's got a quilt along going on at Lori, and then she put up a short about it and showed part of the first block. And then she put up a short about the what did we decide that was called? The snail trail, the slime trail from the other day. But she put up a short about it, and I was like, oh, well, looks like it'd all just brush off. But she knew the part that was discolored, or at least if she did, I didn't catch it. So I can feel dumb, right? And my internet is giving me a fit again. I can tell because I'm looking at the screen and watching it circle. Why, oh why? It says I can't see anything on the screen. Can you guys see me now? I think it's my internet, Luane. I don't think it's you. It's still showing me a circling up there. Okay, so I'm a circle. Tracy says it's good for her. She can see me. Out of anybody in the chat, probably. Luane says it's good now. My computer is not agreeing. We can see you now. Guess I have to stop trying to watch the channel at the same tablet, Lori. Okay. Your tablet's the mighty one, right? Or is it your phone? All right, so I have no idea that. And I guess that means that it's going to tell me about 30 minutes is my limit on Thursday. So I am going to go ahead and wrap up here. I know that Colleen and Sylvia put in all the links for everybody. I want to remind you guys to go watch Mom and Pop's videos, and that there was a little bit of news about Mom today. And then go watch Tiffany's videos if you have a chance, please, to help both of them during these hard times for them. And I am going to say, okay, she's going to put up the link for it for Mom and Pop. I'm not sure if Tiffany's in my Nightbot. She probably isn't. You thought he stole the internet. I think it's mine. I think it's mine, Colleen, not yours. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. I will see you Monday night. You will see plenty of videos from me between now and then. And regular videos. I've got several going up over the weekend. And I will put up a video when I have the other block done. You guys can see that. Or a picture on the community page. One or the since the internet's wanting to act up here today. But I appreciate you guys all coming by, hanging out with me, and watching. I love you guys. You all have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.